Happy Book Talk Tuesday. Today, I'm going to talk to you about graphic novels. Graphic novels. If you're a parent or you're a teacher and you are watching this, please do not turn this off and tell your kids, we're not watching that. Graphic novels are not books. Graphic novels are most definitely books. They're amazing books. And if I had these graphic novels in my libraries when I was growing up, I think my reading adventure would have been a whole different story. In fact, I know it would have been. I would have purchased every Raina Telgemeier book from the book fairs, every single one of them, and I probably would have read them until the pages were falling out because I love the Raina Telgemeier books. She's awesome. I love how she tells her stories. I love her illustrations. And I know you guys do too, which is why I'm talking to you today. We have all of the Raina Telgemeier books, and they're always on hold. Always. This is nothing new. They've always been on hold. They're always on hold. And kids continue to put those on hold while all these other amazing graphic novels sit on the shelves. And I think it's because y'all don't really know about them. So I'm going to talk about some other amazing graphic novels that you're totally missing out on because you are stuck in Raina Telgemeier world, which is a great world. I love her. It's a great world. But lots of other books to explore. The first one is this book by Jerry Craft. It's called New Kid. It won the Newbery Award this year, and it also won the Coretta Scott King. And it's a graphic novel, which is pretty cool. So it's about this kid who is Jordan. His name is Jordan, and his parents signed him up for this fancy private school. Jordan wants to go to art school. He loves to draw. That's what he wants to do. But his parents don't think he can't make a living drawing. He needs to get a good education. So he's at this fancy school, and he is one of there's only a couple kids that are kids of color, and he's one of them. And so it's about his experiences and his journey in this new school. I moved to a lot of new schools when I was younger, and I totally get a lot of what he's going through. Not to a fancy school, but to a lot of different schools. And I think this is just a book that everyone can relate to. Everyone can relate to. You have either been the new kid or you've had a new kid in your class. He has a second one out called Class Act, and we'll be getting that one pretty soon. But this one is amazing. A lot of you like Roller Girl, always checked out, always on hold. Well, Roller Girl, the author, has another book. Victoria Jameson, I think is her name. Yeah. And this one's called All's Fair in Middle School. So this girl grew up. Her parents both worked at the Renaissance Fair, and they homeschooled her. So she's been homeschooled and at the Renaissance Fair all her life. And now I think she's going into fifth grade. I'm not positive. I think she's going to fifth grade, and she's finally going to go to public school. And it's going to be a bit of a culture shock for her. So that's another good one. We have The Secret Hero Society. This is all of your superheroes when they were younger. And I think there's 4 or 5 in the series. I cannot remember, but this is another great series that you might want to pick up. Secret Hero Society. All right, there you go. And then we've got this series, Click. There's 3 in the series so far. In the first book, this girl, Olive, is going to do something with her friends for a talent show. And it turns out that her friends had a different plan. So now she has to figure out what she's going to do for the talent show because she does not believe she has anything to offer. So this is a great book about exploring yourself and figuring out what you like to do, not doing what your friends necessarily like to do. Great, great story. Urban Legends. I believe this one was on the Blue Bonnet list this year. I'm not positive, but this is about urban legends from classic urban legends kind of meet today's Brooklyn. And so these characters in the urban legends are kind of taking over Brooklyn, and these teenagers are trying to stop it from happening. Pretty awesome. And then there's the Sunny books. There are 3 so far. This is the first one in the series. You do not have to read them in order. They're all stories about Sunny. I love them. These are by Jennifer Holm. She's the one who also, and her brother, Matthew Holm. I leave him out. Sorry, Matthew. They did Baby Mouse. They did the Baby Mouse books together. And then Jennifer Holm also writes lots of chapter books. She writes novels. And she's amazing if you haven't read any of her chapter books. I mean, there's tons, y'all. The OK Witch. We've got Graveyard Shakes. We've got Making Friends. And The Hidden Witch. There's 3 or 4 in that series as well. A lot of these books were new during our Love Your Library last spring. But look up graphic novels in our catalog because you will find so much more than just Raina Telgemeier. And you don't have to wait for these. For Telgemeier, you got to wait a long time. So you might want to get those actually at our Scholastic virtual book fair that's coming up, because then you'll have your own copy and you won't have to share. Or you could share, because sharing's nice. Anyway, I hope that you found something that you might want to pick up. I have started reading a lot more graphic novels. I didn't for a long time, but now I've really started enjoying them because I can finish them faster than a chapter book, and they're just fun. They're just fun to read. So if somebody is telling you don't read graphic novels, that's not a real book, well, they need to call Miss Wetzig, because they are. Now, if your teacher says you're going to have to read a chapter book because you got to work on your stamina because we do have to take tests this year, I totally get that. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Those will build your stamina, but these are so awesome. So go out, grab some graphic novels, and I hope you read a whole bunch of them. Have a great day.